Listen, this is going to be a little bit harsh, but it is 2024 and it is time to get your life together. Stop the messing around, stop the video games, because it is now or never. Which is exactly why in this video, I'm going to help you out and break down the 7 best online jobs in 2024 to make a ton of money. Now, for many of these, you must realize that you are not going to make money right away. It may take you weeks, months, even years to get to the point where you're making thousands of dollars a month. And a lot of them probably won't be for you, but these are the most proven ways to make money online. So let's get right into it. So first up, we have a graphic design service. Now I know firsthand myself that any YouTuber or Instagram, TikTok creator oftentimes will need somebody to do graphic design work for them. For example, when you clicked on this video, you saw a thumbnail. I made that thumbnail. But oftentimes, people will pay somebody else to make that kind of thumbnail for them because it's something that requires a skill set that takes years to learn. And there are people that are making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month just making thumbnails and other pieces of graphic design for people. And now with things like AI and Photoshop and all this great technology, it's never been easier and more efficient than now. And to start, you can even use Campbell, which is free. That's how I started. So build the skill set and then sell it. Next up, we have YouTube. And it's not just YouTube. You talk about Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. All of them you can monetize in some way now to make an absolute ton of money. And obviously, personal brands are great, especially if you see yourself running another business in the future. But something that I know a lot of people are making money off of is something called theme pages. And this is where you create a page around a certain topic. It can be motivational content, gym content, cars, TV shows, whatever it might be, and you center your page around that. And then you grow it to say 50,000 followers, and then you monetize it off of that. And when you do this with enough pages over and over and over, you can be making thousands and thousands online per month. An example of this is, I know you guys have all seen those like Instagram accounts that create like motivational content and everything.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
They monetize using affiliate marketing and other things. And like I said, when you do that with enough pages, you could be making tens of thousands of dollars a month. You just have to grow that following. So next up, we have Gary Vee's favorite, which is flipping things.
Like, hold on, like, trash talk to me. 5 cents, 30 bucks. $35 for 10 cents. I just don't know what else to say.
In all seriousness though, I'm being for real. Like, there are people out there who find things for 5, 10, 20 bucks and then days later sell them for hundreds of dollars. And the majority of this can be done with things like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Shopify now. Now, is this always easy? No. And you have to go to a lot of garage sales and do a lot of research to find the winners. But I know people who have started flipping things, just on the side and went on to make thousands of dollars a month. So at the very least, this could be a great side hustle, but at the most, it could be your future business. So next up, say you don't want to be a YouTuber and you don't want to be like Gary Vee and flip things and all this stuff. Well, I have something for you, and it's called being a remote sales closer. These are people that are sales reps for brands that sell high-ticket products and get paid off of commissions. And I know that when you hear the word sales, a lot of people have this belief where it's like, oh, well, I have to be an extrovert and I have to love to talk to people and all this kind of stuff. And to a certain extent, that's true. But there are many, many successful sales reps who are naturally introverted. And this is because introverts are very, very good at listening to people and identifying people's problems, which is 99% of sales. And is this necessarily easy to get into? No, but oftentimes you can find low-level sales positions at local places near you and then work up over time to making more money. And the best part about this job, in my opinion, is it is completely results-based. You get paid off of commissions and how good you are at your job, which is why I think it's probably top 5 online jobs out there, period. Now next up, say that you heard about that and you were like, I don't know, that's still kind of talking to people and I don't like all that. Well, great, I have something for you. It's called copywriting. And the majority of you know what this is, but this is really great for people who are very, very good with words, can be very, very persuasive, but who don't necessarily like talking to people or getting in front of a camera and talking to an audience, right? And all copywriting is you write emails, cold DMs, video scripts for all different types of content creators. And trust me, as somebody who creates content, there are thousands of people out there who could potentially use your service. But the tricky thing is that you need to separate yourself from everybody else, because most people aren't going to be willing to just hand over hundreds or even thousands of dollars to you just for you writing words for them. And the best way to sell them on this, by far, is to present a clear-cut ROI to them, saying, listen, if I write emails for you, for example, well, that's gonna get you more traffic on your website, which is then gonna convert more sales and make you more money. And when you do that, then you put them in the mindset of like, okay, well, he's gonna make me an extra $7,000 a month, so I can afford to pay him 1,000 of that, right? So you need to have that clear-cut ROI when selling your services. Now, next up, we have being a Discord moderator. And there's gonna be a lot of people who, when they hear this, start saying, oh, Discord, I don't know about that. Dude, I know Discord servers that are bringing in $15,000 a month. And if you just do moderation for them for a couple hours a week, you could be bringing in $300, $400, $500 a month. That's some pretty decent money. And eventually you could scale it to having your own moderation team and agency where you provide full 24/7 around-the-clock moderation and support. And then you can sell that service to larger communities and servers. And trust me, these larger communities and servers are willing to pay $10,000 a month even for these moderation services. And I know when you start to hear, oh, 24/7 support, that's a lot of work and a big team and everything. Listen, here's what you do. You hire 3 different Discord moderators in different parts around the world, right? And you have them each work 8-hour shifts. You take that $10,000 a month that they're paying you hypothetically, and you pay each one $3,000 a month, which in many parts of the world is a ridiculous amount of money. And then what you do is that covers the $9,000, covers the cost, and then you bag the $1,000. And when you do this with enough communities, you're making a sizable amount of money every month. And all you're in charge of is overseeing the moderators and making sure that everything is running smoothly. Now, obviously, it's not that simple, right? It takes a lot more work than that. But the concept is there, it's been proven to work, and there are plenty of people who have done this. And last but not least, we have my personal favorite, because this is what I do right now, and this is video editing. And specifically, given the market that we're in right now, short form video editing. There are millions of content creators out there between YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything out there, that finding clients isn't necessarily that hard. The hard part is separating yourself from the 90 to 95% of video editors that do this stuff for cheap. You need to get really good at video editing. And not only that, like copywriting, you need to present an ROI with your services. And for anyone who wants to get started with video editing or creating a video editing agency, as somebody who's done it myself, I will tell you firsthand the best thing you can do to start is create a personal brand. Because when you create content for yourself, you're gonna learn 10 times more, 10 times as fast than if you were to start doing it for somebody else. So when you're done with this video, if this is something you wanna do, go and open up Instagram and create a professional account. Not some nonsense account with all your friends on it and all goofy, haha, whatever. No, like a legitimately professional account. And from there, start creating content. And like I said, there are a lot of people who are willing to pay for these kinds of services, but you have to be good at it and you have to present the ROI to them. Now, I know you're thinking this is the end of the video. Well, it's not, because I have a couple more things to say. Because there's another group of people who aren't thinking that, and right now they're thinking, well, Eric, how can that be at the end of the video? You didn't talk about drop shipping or Amazon FBA or crypto trading. Yeah, you're right, I didn't, because none of that stuff works. When you talk about drop shipping or Amazon FBA, listen, if it was 2016 again, maybe. I didn't know about that stuff back then. Nobody else did, which is why it worked. But now, everything is so expensive and the risk is so high. The upfront cost on half this stuff is insane. And you're gonna run through a crap ton of products trying to find things that work, and then they never do, and you blew $6,000. And don't even get me started on crypto trading. The amount of risk is higher than anything else. You could lose all of your money, and it is ridiculous for beginners. So I will never promote any of that crap in my videos, because when you're starting out trying to make money, you want the risk to be as low as possible, and with all of that stuff, it's higher than you could ever imagine. And listen, maybe there's the 1% out there who made $23,000 in their first month with that kind of stuff. But for 99% of people, they will lose their money and it just won't work. Which is why by now, with these 7 online jobs, you've probably noticed a very common theme. And this is that they were all service-based. You're providing a service to already existing businesses. And I recommend these because the upfront cost is maybe $100, a couple $100 at most. There is no risk on your end and you're actually building a skill set that is valuable that you will have for the rest of your life. But what I do recommend for anybody, regardless of how old you are, is to get a stable job, your 9 to 5, or whatever you want to call it, and this online job be your side hustle until you make enough money with it that it can replace your main stable job. So those are the 7 best online jobs in 2024, and now that you know them, pick your service and really start to grind. It is just the beginning of 2024, and I know that absolutely every single one of you who's watching this video right now can absolutely crush it. So get out there, get to work, and I'll be rooting for you.